everybody. Welcome to my review of the Star Wars Legendary Yoda. Now, I already did a video of this review once, and it was 20 minutes. I'm not going to go over the box stuff like I normally do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description of this video that goes to my blog. Now, I usually write the blog post after I do the video, so if it's not there right away, don't worry about it. But I'll put the nitty-gritty details in my blog, okay? But I'm not going to do this video, because it's just going to take too long. Because this is a really cool toy and he does a lot of stuff. Okay, but some things you do need to know. He takes 6C batteries. He's a real battery hog. And they are not included. You know, most battery toys have their batteries. No, this one doesn't. So when you buy it, particularly if it's going to be a gift, you want to make sure that you buy the batteries too. Okay. Now, I had checked this. I bought this for my mom for Christmas. And what had happened is that normally I do my Christmas shopping in October. But they only had one left on Amazon. And I didn't want to miss out because I don't know if it's in production anymore. And you know, so I bought it because there was only one left, and then they wound up with 16 more. So, anyway, her birthday's in October, so I guess she doesn't mind getting it early. But he worked really well when I checked him out to make sure he worked, but there was one thing that bothered me. You see this stain right here? That wasn't there when I got the package. When I took him out of the package. It was only when I was about to put him in. And then there's this thing too. And I could not figure out anything that I would have done to cause the stain. So what I was starting to worry about is that it was spilling oil. So I said to my mom, well, he's working really well, but are you worried about this, or should I send it back? And she's like, no, don't send it back. He's stupid cool. So we're keeping him. Okay, so this is the little guy himself. He's 16 inches tall. Right now his butt's towards us because I'm going to show you the battery compartment. Now, there's an expensive version of this, and then there's a cheaper version, and they're kind of hard to distinguish. The Legendary Yoda usually costs about $70, and then there's a cheaper version that comes out that's $40, and they look rather similar. The Legendary Yoda, the more expensive one, has 115 phrases. So, if you're shopping, that's something you should look for. Anyway, the battery compartment. Okay, so the battery compartment is right here, and so is the on-off switch. I'm not going to turn it on because he's very noisy. The battery compartment is a little bit of a pain. For one thing, I'm worried that these screws will be easily stripped. And when you've put them in, then you have to put a certain amount of force to screw it back in again. And I found that difficult to do when he was sitting upright, so I had to kind of put him over my knee. But I was worried that I might damage his feet and hands in the process. He is very well made, beautiful details. He's even got this hood, so you can put it on him, so you know, he can look like a little rapper, you know. And I'm going to give you a close-up of his face. Really nice. Okay, so I'm going to turn him on now. Oh, well, let me do this one thing. It was so funny. I was testing him out, right, and I said, he has a question mode, and I said, Yoda, did you like Anakin Skywalker? And before I even finished this question, he was like, no. I thought that was funny. Okay, so I'm going to turn him on now. I've been playing with him a lot, so hopefully his batteries are good. Okay, first thing I want to show is that he's got a little thing on his toe down here that if you press it, he can say random phrases.
Strong in the Force, are you? Against me, test your strength. Reach out.
You see that ghost light? That, I can't see that. It only shows up on my tablet. I don't know what it is.
Out.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to figure out how to do that.
Against me, test your strength. Reach out.
He loves having me reach out. I'm kind of trying to figure out. Part of me sometimes feels like he's a bit of a perv.
Again, push with your hand, you must, but also with your mind. Reach out.
I don't know how you do this, whether it's a...
Reach out. Strong in the force, are you? Against me, test your strength. Reach out.
I don't want to... I'm so tired of this. Yeah, I can't get him. I did get it earlier, but I can't always... Oh, there he goes.
Very good. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you get it done that way. Okay, so right now he's in the Force mode.
The Force. Yes. Extend your hand, you must.
I am not extending my hand. God, he's so annoying about that. Teach me to use the Force.
Reach out.
No, I
Extend
don't
your
want
hand, you
to.
must. And push with the Force.
I don't want to. I'm tired of... I swear, he keeps trying to get me to fondle him. Come on. Okay, I did it. Will you...
Sorry, not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Let me get him on to another question. Do you sense the dark side? Do you sense the dark side?
The dark side. The dark side, I sense. There.
Last times he's been doing that, he's been pointing at me. I want to be a Jedi.
A Jedi, yes. A Jedi you will become. Save the galaxy. You will.
Okay, so that is the Force mode when he doesn't have anything in his hands. I'm going to go get his cane now. Now, if you notice, there's little notches in his cane. And this goes into his hand, plugs in like a little plug. It can be a little difficult, and sometimes when he's holding them, they can come loose. Okay, so now I've just given him his cane. Now, folks, sometimes this has been more of a problem with the lightsaber than the cane. But I've seen some people when they have the reviews and he sometimes have them hitting their animals and all that. He actually does put quite a bit of force between this. So, you know, try not to have him hit things. And he does need a lot of move to turn around. So when he's got his cane, you can say, I want to be a... Yeah? Okay. I worry he slams that down so hard, I'm afraid he'll break it. Anyway, I want to be a Jedi.
A Jedi. To be a Jedi is to face the truth and choose. Light or darkness, Padawan. Choose.
Darkness! Okay, tell me more.
More. Grievous, Sidious, Vader. Always there will be those who oppose the light.
Okay, so, I always want to be vulgar and say naughty things around Yoda, but since this is a video and I have to be PG, next thing, may I ask you a question? Hello? May I ask you a question?
Ask a question, you should. Answer I will. Yes or no.
Okay, nice PG question. Do you
The
know...
answer you seek? That answer is no.
I didn't ask yet. Okay. Do you know who Rey's parents are? May I ask a question?
Yes, my Padawan. A question you may ask.
Is Luke Rey's father?
Careful you must be when sensing the future.
He always says that when he wants to avoid the question, I think. Yoda, may I ask a question?
Ask a question, you should. Answer I will. Yes or no.
Do you sometimes avoid my questions?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to give you my lightsaber. Okay, so now he's got his lightsaber. And it's kind of like the cane. It has those notches in it. And for that reason, those things can only go into that one hand. I personally think he's a bit of a little perv, because like earlier today, every time he was a lightsaber node, he seemed to always go after in between my mom's legs and started whacking her at it.
May the Force be with you.
That's okay, alright. I'm ready to train, Master Yoda.
Yes. Light on your feet, you must be.
Okay. Back it up there, bud. Okay. Tell me more.
More. Powerful you have become.
Alright. Help me fight the dark side.
The dark side. Destroy the Sith. We must.
Okay, and that is probably why the Sith won. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else I can tell.
The dark side.
I'm ready. Oh, okay.
Yes. Strong in the dark side is our foe.
Alright, folks, I think I've pretty much have shown you everything he can do. And as I said, remember to look in the description for the little nitty-gritty details like, you know, UPCs and such that. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more videos.